Noordin Haji's career at the pinnacle of Kenya's legal and intelligence systems has been as controversial as it has been influential. His tenure in public office, particularly during and after his time as Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, has repeatedly drawn scrutiny, criticism, and legal challenges. One of the most persistent controversies surrounding Haji emerged in the aftermath of the 2022 general election, when his office withdrew several high-profile corruption cases involving prominent political figures. Among those affected were Aisha Jumwa, former Kenya Power executives Ben Shumo and Ken Taurus, and former Samburu Governor Moses Lenokul. Most notably, a Kenya shillings 7.3 billion fraud case against then-Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was dropped after an investigating officer claimed he had been pressured to initiate charges without sufficient evidence. These withdrawals triggered public uproar and led Transparency International Kenya to revoke a Leadership Integrity Award it had previously bestowed upon Haji, raising serious questions about prosecutorial independence and political influence. The tensions between Haji and Gachagua later escalated into a rare and public feud in 2024. During the nationwide unrest sparked by the controversial Finance Bill 2024, Gachagua accused the National Intelligence Service, NIS, now under Haji's leadership, of failing to properly advise the president on the public mood. He went further, launching personal attacks and calling Haji a junior officer who had failed in his duties, even demanding his resignation. Haji fired back, asserting that he reports directly to the president and suggesting that Gachagua's criticisms were rooted in dissatisfaction over the removal of tribal influence within the intelligence agency. At the same time, Haji and the NIS faced mounting allegations of involvement in abductions and enforced disappearances during the anti-government protests of 2024. Human rights groups and governance experts raised alarms about a lack of oversight in the agency's operations. A particularly explosive claim came from Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi, who alleged that his son had been abducted by NIS officers before being released following presidential intervention. These accusations intensified calls for accountability and cast a shadow over Haji's leadership of the intelligence service. His appointment as Director General of the NIS in June 2023 was itself contested in court. Petitioners argued that his earlier decisions as DPP, especially the withdrawal of corruption cases, demonstrated a lack of integrity and made him unfit for this sensitive intelligence role. However, in March 2026, the High Court dismissed these petitions, ruling that the appointment process had been constitutional and that the allegations against him were unproven. Despite these controversies, Haji's rise to prominence has been rooted in a long and carefully built career in law and national security. Born on July 3, 1973, in Malindi, Kilifi District, he grew up in a family deeply embedded in public service. His father, the late Mohammed Yusuf Haji, was a powerful figure in Kenyan politics and administration, serving as a district commissioner, Minister of State for Defense, and later as senator for Garissa County. His mother worked as a high school teacher, grounding the family in both discipline and education. Due to his father's frequent transfers, Haji's childhood was marked by constant movement across Kenya. He attended multiple primary schools, 8 in total, before proceeding to secondary education at Moi High School, Kabarak, and later Greenstead's International School in Nakuru. He completed his A-levels at Bronte College in Canada, reflecting an early exposure to international education. Haji pursued his legal studies at the University of Wales, Cardiff, where he earned a Bachelor of Laws, LLB, in 1996 and a Master of Laws, LLM, in 1997. Upon returning to Kenya, he completed a postgraduate diploma at the Kenya School of Law and was admitted as an advocate of the High Court in 1999. His academic journey did not stop there. He later obtained a Master of National Security Policy with merit from the Australian National University between 2013 and 2014. He also undertook specialized training in human rights at the University of London and participated in the prestigious Chevening program at the University of Birmingham, focusing on justice and the rule of law. He began his professional career in 1998 as a tutorial fellow at Moy University, teaching international law before joining the Office of the Attorney General in 2000 as a state counsel. That same year marked the beginning of his long association with Kenya's intelligence services, then known as the National Security Intelligence Service, NSIS, later rebranded as NIS. Over nearly 2 decades within the intelligence community, Haji held several critical roles. He served as head of the legal department, principal legal advisor, and later took on specialized assignments in countering violent extremism and Somalia stabilization efforts. His steady rise culminated in his appointment as deputy director, where he oversaw key administrative and operational divisions. In 2018, Haji was appointed as Kenya's Director of Public Prosecutions, becoming the second person to hold the office under the 2010 Constitution. His tenure initially earned praise for aggressively pursuing high-level corruption cases, including those involving cabinet secretaries and governors. However, as his term progressed, the shift in prosecutorial decisions began to attract the controversies that would later define much of his public image. In June 2023, President William Ruto appointed him as Director General of the National Intelligence Service, succeeding Philip Kameru. The move marked a return to his roots in intelligence, but also placed him at the center of national security at a time of heightened political and social tension. Beyond his professional life, Haji maintains a relatively private personal profile. He is married and has children, though he has consistently kept details about his immediate family out of the public eye. His son, Noordin Haji, came into the spotlight in November 2025 during a high-profile Islamic wedding ceremony in Masalani, Garissa County, attended by senior government officials, including President Ruto. Haji's family ties remain influential, particularly through his younger brother Abdul Haji, who serves as the senator for Garissa County. Abdul gained national recognition for his heroism during the 2013 Westgate Mall terrorist attack, further cementing the family's public service legacy. Financially, Haji is among the wealthier figures in Kenya's public sector. As of June 2023, his declared net worth stood at Kenya shillings 466 million. His income streams include a government salary, currently about Kenya shillings 819,844 per month as NIS Director General, and approximately Kenya shillings 12 million annually from a family business. He also anticipates a significant inheritance from his late father's estate, which includes extensive land holdings. His assets include a high-security residence in Nairobi's Riverside area, agricultural ventures involving maize farming and livestock, and interests linked to family-owned properties. Some of these assets, particularly land holdings, have occasionally been subject to legal disputes, reflecting the complex nature of inherited wealth in Kenya. Professionally, Haji has received several honors, including being named Jurist of the Year 2021 by the International Commission of Jurists, Kenya chapter. In 2023, he was conferred the rank of Senior Counsel, one of the highest distinctions in Kenya's legal profession. He has also been awarded state honors such as the Chief of the Order of the Burning Spear, CBS, and the Order of the Grand Warrior, OGW. Noordin Haji's life and career reflects a complex blend of achievements, influence, and controversy. From his early days navigating multiple schools across Kenya to leading the country's most powerful intelligence agency, his journey has been shaped by both opportunity and scrutiny. Whether viewed as a reformer, a political actor, or a technocrat navigating a difficult system, his legacy continues to evolve within Kenya's ever-shifting political landscape.